Hey engineers, this is Will from machinelovus.com, back again with another video in the series on clout. Today we are going to do some YouTube scraping. We are eventually going to try and get to another D3 visualization. We are going to set up in this video and see how far we get, pulling trending YouTube videos and storing them in CSVs, putting those on Amazon AWS S3 so that we could pull them out later and visualize them on our website that we've been building, growthtesttube.com. By the way, guys, if you want to see more videos on data science, data engineering, I invite you to subscribe, ring that bell, get notified for new videos. I'm aiming for every Tuesday, Friday. So check it out. Stay current with the channel. Let's build some data products. Okay, let's dive into it. So if you've been following along in the series, we are looking up YouTube data statistics. We are going through and pulling them. We are building different pipelines, getting different kinds of YouTube data. So today we are going to be using this. I haven't used it yet, but this trending YouTube scraper repository to help us find trending videos in the US. And we will put those into CSVs, which we will store in AWS to eventually get a working D3 visualization. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so if you go to this trending YouTube scraper Git repo, the first thing that you'll need to do is get a API key. Go to Google APIs in this area that I am blocking out right now. You should have an API key. You set this up by going to create credentials over here once you have a project. If you don't know how to create these kinds of projects, you could follow along in the link that was posted in this Git repo. It's pretty straightforward to get started. These API keys are free. You shouldn't really be a problem for you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this can be outside of all the work that we've been doing. I'm going to clone this repository. So go here to Git. Here I am in my, let me make this larger for folks. But I am here in my terminal, my fish terminal. I'm going to deactivate. So this fish is a great terminal. It's this this whole terminal that I've been using. But basically here I am in my repos, just a directory. This is my repos directory. I'm going to copy the path to the repository. I'm going to git clone this. I'm going to cd into that. In here they have output. He already has CSVs in there. That's this data from a while back, I guess 2018. I'm just going to remove those. I don't need them. Okay, so this is it. So what do I want to do? I could do pip inf shell to create a shell. You basically need to install the requirements for this scraper. This is a really sort of bare bones project. I like that it's not over the top with things. It just has requests. Otherwise, what it's doing is I don't like how these imports are like that, so I am restructuring this a bit. Okay, so import request. Request is the only outside package, apparently. So what Python do I have? I have 2.5, but if I wanted to make a virtual environment for this, I can use Python 3. Okay, so this command, virtual env-p Python 3 virtual environment, should give us a Python 3 virtual environment. want to switch over entirely to Python 3. So I have the virtual environment there, so I should be able to source it. Source bin activate. No, huh? Oh, this, you have to use activate.fish in the fish terminal. So if you do get this fish terminal that I've been working with, apologies that this is so confusing, then you have to do activate.fish. Anyway, get an environment. I have Python 3.6.3 now in here. I'm going to pip install requests. So this request should be the only thing I need. If I look at this scraper.py, let's see, list of simple to collect features, title, publish at, channel ID, channel title, category ID. So this basically is this script. It's pretty pretty small. I think you should go through and read it so you can get a sense for what's going on here. They're just sort of traversing the they are traversing the Python v3 API. There are just country codes and output directory arguments that you can use with this scraper. I don't know much about it. I just sort of picked it up after searching on YouTube for something to trend. I picked it up on GitHub after searching for scraping trending videos. Okay, so what we need is to put our API key in here. So your API key here. So I'm going to get my super secret API key and put it right there. Okay, so I put my API key in there. So Python scraper.py. Let's see what happens. Okay. So if I just call it directly like that, looks like it just works. It looks like it just works here, which is great. So I can open one of these CSVs for all of these different countries. I think I just want the US, but okay, so this looks like it didn't get anything. So that's a problem. Okay, so I'm just going to get the US for now. I don't care about these other countries. Sorry. I don't care to have statistics from these other countries for now. Okay, so let's see. Let's try to get some logging information for what is exactly going on in this script. Okay, well, let's step through this. Import PDB, pdb.setTrace. Let us debug this script. Okay, so next page, token is an API request, video data page, errors, domain, usage limits, reason, key invalid, message bad, request 400, domains, usage limits, reason, key invalid. Okay, so we know it's our API key. I suppose I didn't get the right one. So let's go back and make sure we're getting the right API key. Okay, so what I just did is I took my API key out of this API key.txt and just put it in directly into the request page that it's trying to access to see if there it is. So it's something about how that API key is loaded in the API underscore key text file. I'm not sure what I did wrong. Let me see what I did wrong in that. Let's try it without the quotes. Okay, and then let's go back. Okay. So I was getting set trace, video data page. So what is this? These are items. This is a lot of data. So if the data is okay, then there's no errors key. So if errors in video data page keys, errors retrieving data, and then I'll print the response. And then I'm just going to return here because there's no point in going on and generating empty CSV files. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, so it didn't error out. I kind of want it to error out. So let me try making a nonsensical key. Still worked. But it's empty. Let's go back and see this video data page thing. So what I can do is import pdb, pdb.setTrace in Python will allow us to step through this program. No. Okay, so video data page. Let's see what that is. Okay, so if error in video data page. Actually, look up video data page keys. Dict errors. Okay, so it's actually if error in video data page keys return. So let's try one more time with our bad API key. Okay, errors retrieving data. And then we got a traceback. Okay, so it exits hard and it lets us know when it fails, which is much better than failing silently. Okay, so now I'm going to fix my API key.text. Remove the junk that I put in front of it. Right now I don't have anything in my output. So let's try this one more time and see that we get the trending data in YouTube. Okay, I'm not getting it. Key invalid. The key doesn't want to go in here. Let's call this data. Data is this. If data is not none, then keep going forward. Else print fatal error. Okay. So let's see what happened there. Scraper to pi. Fatal error. Okay. So what is this error? I didn't think it was my API key anymore, but maybe it is. Since this is my own project, what I'm going to do is put this API key directly into the call. This isn't the greatest thing to do, but it's should hopefully get the job done. Not sure why, and it does. I'm not sure why it gives such an issue though. Okay, so now what we have is a CSV of all of this data. So we have tons of information now. So the last thing I wanted to do for this video is store this in an S3 bucket. So let's do that. If you've been following along in this series, we have been using AWS services. We sign into the console. We've been using AWS Lambda, AWS Elastic Beanstalk, other AWS services to make our website, which is still under development. But what we can use to store these CSVs, which we can generate via a Lambda, in another video I'll do that. We can store this data in a bucket. So I'm gonna put the bucket name as trending in Northern Virginia. Bucket name already exists. Trending videos, growth test tube. Let's put growth test tube in front of this. Growth test tube, trending videos. Yep. Growth test tube, GTT dash trending videos. Let's see. Okay, you can version the bucket. I'm not going to do any of that versioning. I'm just going to keep all this. Block all public access. Let's block all public access for now. Block all public access. So create bucket. So now I want to talk to this bucket. I want to put files up here. Upload. So right now I could just upload that CSV into this bucket, but I want to do it programmatically. And I should be able to do that with Boto 3. Boto 3 upload file task 3 should be a pretty well documented thing to do. Create bucket, list bucket, uploading files. Upload file, okay. Upload files. So this looks like Boto 3 client S3 with open file name as F upload file. Okay. This should just be the code that will do it. So after we get the data, then it's here in the output. S3 Boto 3 client, bucket name, object name. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to name this file. We're going to get the name of the file that we just created, the CSV. I'm going to get it by passing in the name of the CSV that I want to spit out. So again, we're looking at somebody else's code, so we need to understand how they name the CSV file. Okay, here it is. Output dir time country code CSV. So this is the name. Time, country code, videos.csv. Okay. We really should just generate this one place and then let's do this. We should really just generate this one place and then pass it. But just hacking on this for now. I just wanted the US. So hopefully that should do it. Okay, so with open file name, upload bucket name, we just made the bucket name, which is gtt-trending videos. And then the object is going to be the file name again, I guess. So here we're going to have to pip install Boto3. And I'm going to have to give it my credentials. Hopefully that won't be too bad. So after get data, I'm going to print attempting to upload US CSV to S3. And let's just put the name of the file, but it's not generated there yet. Hopefully this isn't too small. What I'm trying to do is after we get the data, we know that it's a CSV. I want to upload that CSV to S3, so I need the file name. Boto3, file name, upload to GTT. Okay, so, GTT trending videos. Okay, so I am connected. I had my leftover Boto3 credentials from somewhere, so this should be able to work. If you cannot do this, so basically all I did was import Boto3, which we just pip installed, and then s3 boto3.client. See that you can do that, and you get S3 as Boto core client. And then you should be able to, after you just made that bucket, you should be able to, when you run this command, s3.listBuckets, you should be able to get a response with your bucket name in there. If you don't get that, then it's likely your credentials you need to update. So let's see if we can now upload that CSV to S3. We can't because we need to import Boto3. I'm going to do this at the top level. Okay, let's try that again. No such file or directory. Okay, right, because this file lives at output. Okay, so the CSV lives in this output directory. So that's where we have to go to fetch it to then upload it. So that was the next error. Okay, so it looks like it succeeded. So now if I go to S3, here's my bucket. It was empty. Let me refresh this. So this is GTT trending videos. Okay, here it is. So we have successfully, when we run this, gotten the trending videos for the day as a CSV and then uploaded them to S3. So in the next videos, what we're going to do is explore this data. We are going to, at some point, put this on a Lambda, so this runs every day. We could have it run every hour. And then we are going to do some visualizations of this data. But in this video, what we did was we got the trending videos into a CSV for the US, and we put them on AWS so we could fetch them at a later time and visualize them. Everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. It's really great to see a ton of new subscribers, a lot of people who are interested in these videos. So we will continue. We will eventually get this into a D3 visualization that we will put on the website. So stick around. Thanks for watching.